Okay, I think I'm at the lower end of Falls Creek Falls Cave. On my way back out now. See if I can fit through here. Whoa. Whoops, I stepped on a loose rock, rolled underneath me. That was fortunate. Okay, here's a little tight crawl. I'll have to take off my backpack. You know, now that I think about it, if you look at the floor here, how the lava kind of ends, I wonder if that counts as a lava tongue or not. Anyway, I'll have to look that up. Okay, if you've been watching, you know there's a rock pile in my way. It's so difficult to get past. And then I take off my backpack and crawl to the top, and then turn around and go feet first, so I get myself stuck upside down. What's funny, I'm not sure. There might be a way under there too, but it looks harder, looks tighter. I'm definitely gonna go the way I already know. Maybe if I ever come back with more people, we can convince the smallest person to try that route. Okay, as you can see, I'm at the top now, but I don't want to go head first down this cliff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lean to my right here, pick my feet up. Oh wow, I'm getting good at this. All right. Oops, actually changed the brightness on my light to 50. See, it's got a dial. I can rotate it down to 0 or up to 100%. But if I push it, it goes between 0, 50, and 100. Unfortunately, I accidentally push it quite a bit because it's well, nothing really keeping me from accidentally touching it. Oops, darn it. Oops, hang on. I have to be careful. Hold my camera, my backpack. Gotta watch out for the cave. Stuff like that. It's like a big 3D jigsaw puzzle here with 4 pieces. Count them, 4. Do you know maybe how hard a puzzle is with 4 pieces? All right. Luckily there's no bats around here because I'm making some noise. If there were bats, I'd probably just have to turn around and go the other way, so I don't make too much noise, disturb them. All right, then. Sit down here a second so I can face forward. Okay, I'm gonna keep going to the left here. Go clockwise, seen from above. So, before I do that though, look at this. Up there is where we just climbed. That's seriously the way through to the end. Like I said, for a beginner, it's tricky. For an experienced person, as long as they're not claustrophobic, it's definitely doable unless you're actually big. Caving is one activity where being too big can be a disadvantage. But the good news is soft tissue is squishy. If you do have a lot of fat or muscle, you can probably squeeze through. But if you're big boned for real, yeah, you can't really squish your bones now, can you? That would hurt. All right. So yeah, I climbed over there coming in, but I'm gonna stick to the left now. So I'll just go ahead and scooch over here. I could go underneath here. Nah, I wouldn't fit. Never mind. I guess I'll explain why I haven't gone under there yet. All right. I could go over there to the right, but whatever. Oh, wait. Before I go to the left, though, look at the wall. Look at the shapes. It's like dripstone. See how the cave itself, the rock is gray. There's that brown stuff. That's not dirt. That's literally brown rock. That's cool. All right, then. What's really cool, too, so let me show you something here. So look at the curve here. Anytime you see rock that's kind of smooth, but it's got curves like that, the curves, if it's a smiley face, is pointing downhill. So since I'm looking at the wall, obviously the wall flowed down towards the floor. But it's true of the floor, too. If you see curves like that on the floor, you can tell which way is up in the cave. Because it's just like a river, water, creek, or whatever. The lava flowed downhill mostly. Of course, the fluid can be forced uphill, by pressure. That's not too common with lava tubes, just like it's not common with natural rivers. But you think about it, a spring, that's where water is coming up against gravity. There is such thing as a lava spring where lava is being forced up against gravity. There is a lot of similarities between water flowing and lava flowing. So if you think of this lava tube as just a dry creek bed. But the main difference is with water, it disappears if it dries up. And, it slows down or evaporates. The lava can't evaporate. So the only way it stops flowing is to solidify. Kind of interesting. The other thing too, lava, when it's cool, it has a lot higher viscosity than liquid water. So you can get more variety of formations. Water's viscosity is too low to really make a lot of formations except for ice formations. Like I said, if I were rich and I had an amusement park, I'd definitely want to try to make some artificial caves for people to explore, but make them look as cool as possible. You look at something like the Seven Dwarfs mine at Disneyland. It's pretty, but it's a mine. It doesn't really look like an actual cave. But, wow, nice ceiling. There's the way through. So for whatever reason, there's this one big room here. Like most of the cave, you saw how it's narrow and the ceiling is low. Here it's wide and tall. I mean, for whatever reason, the lava flow just bubbled out. I'm not sure why. It's possible the ground here before the lava flowed, maybe it had a blockage or something, like a dam that caused the lava flow to bulge out or something. I don't know. That's why Ape Cave is so long, because Ape Cave flowed. The lava flowed where a canyon used to be. So the lava just flowed right down the canyon and then solidified on top. Voila, 2 miles of tube. One of the longest in the 48 states. Like I said, there's some small formations on the wall here. And then there's mud here. You see the little pock marks. So technically this is a mud formation, so please don't walk in the mud. It's not just mud, it's a mud formation. It's really cool. But there's a lot of neat stuff up here. A lot of small, I already showed this on the other video, but just to make sure you see here. Is it not focusing? Okay. Hopefully it's focusing okay. All right, well anyway, I'm shooting at f/5, so it's got a little bit of depth of focus. Now this is foggy here. Hopefully my camera lens won't fog up. Don't really have anything to wipe it dry. My hands are wet, my gloves are wet, my shirt's wet. I keep thinking to bring a napkin or something. I keep forgetting. I got room in my backpack, I just keep forgetting. Whoops. So I'm at a 3-way intersection here. If you look to the left, there's a little tiny side tube. I'm going to show you that. It's kind of a dead end. It just gets smaller and smaller. So notice how the floor is really, really smooth here. Ooh, it echoes because everything's smooth. I'm not going any farther because I don't feel like crawling. And yes, I know how ironic that is considering how I got in the cave. Whatever. I'm here, I make the rules, and I'm not going to go any more crawls than I have to. But I do have to crawl to get out of this cave. Okay, now I'm back at the main tube. There's the way in. Holy cow, it's foggy in here. Wow. All right, my glove's not clean, but I think I got it fog off so you can kind of see what's going on in here. Let's see. So this cave takes me about 1 hour round trip. It's not a particularly long cave, it's just the, difficulties of climbing over the rock pile and crawling through the mud and all that fun stuff. But the cool part is, by doing 1 hour, I'm still on the same flashlight battery and the same camera battery. So theoretically, I could have left my backpack outside. But I've invited other people to come caving with here later this week. I haven't heard which caves they want to do. So I don't know if anybody wants to do this one or not. I think they want to do the prettier caves. A lot of cavers are visual. They want to see all the pretty stuff. So you see back there's a tiny secret passage. I haven't proven it, but I think it reconnects to that other side passage I just did. So that's why I'm pretty sure it's not a dead end, but it gets pretty tight in there. Notice, it looks like a dead end. Somebody left a rock pile. So I didn't do it, but whatever. But yeah, sometimes it looks like a dead end, but if you look close, you see, ooh, there's a hole. See if I can fit in here wearing my backpack. What's weird is in there is really, really moist. But here you can see it's pretty dry. It's not completely dry, but it's pretty close. Wow, I can feel airflow coming from the entrance. I'm still a few hundred feet from the entrance, but Okay, so before I get out of here, notice there's that white stuff on the floor. That's technically a formation. So even though there's another way I could crawl back to the right, I'm not going to do that. Whoops, let me see if I can get the camera lens somewhat clean. Okay, then up there is the way through. I see it's not particularly hard. And no, that's not what she said. All right, here we go. But if you look at the floor here in the mud, that plant root, that's the way out. Who would have guessed I grew up to follow plants? It's good enough for the plant, it's good enough for me. Wow, feel a nice headwind coming out. Or well, coming towards me. I'm coming out, it's coming in. All right, so I'm gonna try to be careful. There's some parts where the ceiling's a bit low. I really don't want to damage the ceiling or anything. Darn it. Almost got my helmet. Alrighty then, there. See how easy that was? Wow. See, there's white stuff on the floor here. I have to get through here somehow, so can't really avoid walking on that. Wow. Laying on my stomach kind of makes me lose my breath. Let's see if I can. All right, out we go. See that green? Natural light. That's the way out. I'm saved. So it's weird. I accidentally bumped the light. Now it's down to 20% brightness. Go ahead and turn it back up to 30% just to be consistent. I've been shooting all my cave videos lately at 30. Ooh, hello. Hold on. Say hello to my little friend. All right, well, I was going to go to the left anyway. So, there we go. There's a lot of bugs in this cave. It's good refuge here at the entrance from the outside. If it gets too hot or too cold or something outside. Alrighty, so there we are. Whew, there's Falls Creek Falls Cave, the end.